All right, all right, all right. Michael Gevin here, your mind mechanic, tuning up your heart, your mind one at a time so that your dreams do not die in your heart, your head, or your hard drive. Say that every day. I appreciate it. I appreciate you being here. Excited to be here with you today. And this distinction I want to bring to you, this potential blind spot that may be holding you back and helping you make progress, comes from my man, Steve Hardison. And he calls this concept dry rain. And it's where, when you think about that, think, well, how does that really make sense? Isn't rain wet? How can it be dry? And it's really this concept that two things can be true, multiple things can be true at the same time. Now, try to give you a few scenarios here. One I think of is my wife and I laying in bed next to each other. Okay, so just play this out. If you're with somebody, you would know this, and I guarantee you'll find other scenarios just like this. But we can be literally side by side in the same bed, the same covers, in the same room. Everything is identical except for the two human beings laying next to each other. She's cold, I'm hot. I'm hot, she's cold, vice versa. It doesn't really matter. Who is right? Who is wrong? What is true? What is not? And so what you'll find is that for me, when it applies to business, is that somebody can give you a piece of advice that's not false. It doesn't mean it's not true. It doesn't mean it doesn't work. But just because, and we know this, but you know, I love a guy named Alex Hormozi. He says, we need to be reminded more than we need to be taught. And so sometimes what you've got to realize is there's something that you can hear and you know, but how's it working for you? Or how are you working it? And that's so important to keep in mind, because there are things that we claim to be true. We claim to be fact. We claim to think there's only one single way to do something, when in fact, there is likely multiple ways to do that. And there are multiple truths, not one truth. So where is in your life having what you've seen to be one truth, one way, one singular viewpoint on something? How is that holding you back? How might that be a blind spot that's preventing you from moving forward and making progress? Because you have your viewpoint and you only see it through your lens and your filter, but that filter is blurry, it's foggy, right? And there could be, you can clean off the lenses, you can go, wow, there's another way to do this. There's another way to view this. There's another way that could just be true. And that maybe what I think or believe to be true isn't the only truth. It's just simply my truth right now. And if that truth you're holding on to, if that belief that you're holding on to is working for you, 2 thumbs up, right? But if it's not, then maybe we need to take a deep inside look and go, maybe there is another truth. Maybe somebody else's viewpoint could be something that could work for me. See, I'm always big on making sure that we don't automatically assume that what somebody says is true, that what's true for them isn't necessarily true for you, but sometimes the things you're holding on as the truth for you is not working for you. It's working against you. So what is that in your life right now that you may be believing that is working against you? And realizing that there could be multiple truths at one time, right? That idea that she's cold and I'm hot, it's both true. Neither one of us are right or wrong. It's not like, no, it is hot. I am hot. I am right. You must be crazy. You must be wrong. It is hot. It's like, no, it can be true that she's cold and that is her truth. And it is cold for her. And it can be true that it is hot for me. So what is that for you? Where is that showing up in your life? And how can you flip that, become aware? Because that's my biggest thing. Unless you have awareness, you can't not do anything about something. Until you have acceptance, until you have responsibility that you can go, maybe it is true that I'm hot and she's cold and neither one of us are right or wrong. Not she's crazy, I'm crazy, you're crazy. Like none of that. Just simply that multiple things can be true at once. And when you open your mind to these possibilities, the opportunities that show up in your life are limitless. So if you'd like help identifying your blind spots and helping you know, maybe you know, your wife or your girlfriend, your boyfriend will love you a little bit more. You stop looking at them like they're crazy because, and I love that scenario because it's just something that I play with. But if you'd like help identifying your blind spots, reach out to me, coachinyourpocket.net. I'm here to help. This is what I do day in and day out. And there's nothing better than having someone, I see things that most can't see. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for what's below the surface. I'm looking to hear your voice, your tonality, your beliefs, your thoughts, what you're saying, what you're speaking, and be able to shine a light on things that you're likely going to have a hard time doing yourself. It doesn't mean it's impossible. That's what these videos are here for, so that I can keep bringing up these different scenarios from different angles. You can go, oh, yes, and you can start to have some awareness that you didn't have before. When you have that awareness, you can do something about it. There's likely still things that are unconscious that are going to flow out of you that you're not even aware of. And I'm here to help. So send me a message, reach out, keep rocking, keep rolling, and we'll talk soon. Take care. Bye-bye.